Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about an interesting session in the world of AI which we normally use in day-to-day life from our mobile as well as from our desktop. But there's an interesting thing that most of the people are not aware how to use chat GPT from a CLI mode. Yeah, that is very important from your project's perspective, from your production based scenarios, because not everywhere you will get Windows server to talk to your chat GPT chatbot and then do your stuff pretty quickly. In production based systems, either applications run on Linux machines or on Ubuntu machines or on something which do not have an GUI. So how to tackle those situations where you need to use AI based intervention or LLM based intervention to modify your applications, create something from scratch in a Linux based environment. So that is the reason we will understand how ChatGPT CLI or the Codex CLI will help you to get the job done. So let's quickly jump into the understanding and the practical implementation of the same. So we are talking about the Codex uh, GitHub page, which is nothing but your ChatGPT GitHub URL. It is being powered by OpenAI, right? And then what is a Codex CLI? It's an coding agent that runs from an OpenAI, but that runs locally on your computer. And if it is not a Windows machine, then how to run the Codex or ChatGPT from your system and ask relevant questions, and the LLM model will provide and resolve those problems for you. How to install ChatGPT CLI or Codex CLI? That is pretty simple. As per your server, you can install it. You can install it via SH. You can install it via PowerShell if it is Windows. But today we are not talking about Windows. We are talking about in a Linux system. So I have a Ubuntu box, which is nothing but the Linux flavor, and I will install my Codex CLI using the official documentation. Using this command, this will install Codex CLI on my machine, and then I will try to talk to Codex or I will try to talk to ChatGPT from CLI only. I will not do anything by opening the UI of it. So now Codex is installed, right? Now, how many ways I can log into my Chat GPT? So the moment you write Codex, it will give you couple of options to log in, and then you can either give the API mode directly, or you can simply give the URL mode. So you can sign with ChatGPT, you can sign with device, and you can sign with your API key. So suppose again, if it is not a Windows machine, if it is a Linux machine, better to sign in with your own API key, from where you can generate an API key. That is again pretty simple. You can generate your API key from platform uh, .openai.com. So from here, if you or your organization can generate an open API key, use that API key directly for login. So for now, I'm just using this that I've created some time back, and then we will see how it works. So I will type this and I will type this, enter. I will do yes, continue. Now with this, I'll be able to log into my open API platform directly from Linux machine. So I have not opened anything from UI. It's all my Linux machine. Now I'll ask very simple question. Can you please create a small Flask based Python application for testing purpose? So let's see. So I'm not doing so it will try to create a small Flask based application, and then we will see whether that application is really running or not. Again, we are not asking anything from UI. Why we are doing this into this Linux machine? Suppose we want to modify this application, we will have code base ready, and then we will ask anything related to that, and then the things would be ready quickly. So now it is creating the virtual environment using Python 3. So my code base is ready. If I simply go ahead and check it, whether my code paste is ready or not. So I will do /2. I will do lsltr. Yes, my code base is ready. Even my requirements file is also ready. So what are the minimum things? Flask and Python, PyTest. Okay, so he has given me the instruction how to run this, but I will say, please start the application. So I'm still saying, please start this application from me on my Linux server. It will check the dependencies. If it is not there, it will install the dependencies. I will say, start this virtual environment using venv, and then install the requirements of tst, and then it should install it, and then it should run the python application. It's very minimal, flask based, and then let's see whether it is running or not. It is giving some errors, it is resolving it. Yes, I will say, please trigger my application on port number 5000. It is checking. Yes, so health check passed. So let me see if it is. So it's a very simple Python based application that is created. Let me go back. Yeah, hello from France. So that is pretty much it has done. Now, with the help of Codex, let me ask, uh, please add some GUI, uh, good looking home page. So let's see whether it is able to modify your application. Now, why I'm asking all these things, maybe down the line you are having an application running on linux server, and you want to modify anything and you don't know the code base. So simply get into that folder where you have all the binaries, and then launch codex or ChatGPT GLI from there, and then ask relevant questions related to your model, and even you can use skills also, and then the codex CLI or ChatGPT CLI can do the job for you. So I'll pause the video for some time and then see whether it is really has done the changes or not. Perfect. So my application is up and running. I will simply click to edit. So this is my Flask based application. It is having different endpoints. Now this is a pretty nice thing that chat the codex has created it for us. You see, interesting. So that is the idea of starting the things. So that is important from a changes perspective. So earlier my application was pretty raw, and then I asked Codex to run my application and get the job done. So if I'm done, I will simply say exit. I can resume the same session using Codex resume and then the session ID. So it will get into the same session, right? See, I'm again into the same session, and even we can add skills. We can add MCP servers to the Chat GPT CLI. And if you want to see the code base is also ready, and it has all the arms and ammunition that was needed to trigger the application. So today we have just saw how to run ChatGPT CLI, and you can follow the official documentation so that you can get the latest and the greatest updates on ChatGPT CLI. And we will talk about different CLIs in our next session. So till then, stay tuned, and I will come back with the next set of sessions on other CLIs like GitHub Copilot, Claude, and other Gemini, and so on. So thank you for now and stay tuned. Bye.